T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
From Juniper Valley Park, it is the last day of the 2025 regular season featuring the LaSalle Academy Cardinals and the Cathedral Prep Crusaders here on the T&D Sports Network. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. I'm John Perez, and as we get ready here at Juniper Valley Park, it is senior day for Cathedral Prep, and we'll send it down to the field to Cathedral Prep's head coach, Dave Felonius, who will introduce his seniors playing in their final regular season game here at Juniper Park.
All right, everybody, welcome to our 2025 Cathedral Prep Varsity Baseball Senior Day. Thank you for coming out and supporting our young men, not only today, but all year. I'm looking forward to introducing each of our 8 future graduates from the baseball program and having a great day out here together. So to begin, I'm going to toss it to our Rector President, Father Caroli, who is going to say a few words as we begin.
Thank you, Mr. Felonius, and this week is certainly filled with a lot of celebrations. It's an opportunity for us, though, to pause and to celebrate our seniors on the baseball team, to express what is in all of our hearts, how proud we are of them, not just because of their performance on the field and the leadership that they have shown, but also their gifts and their talents that they have brought each day to the Cathedral Prep community. We use terms like bittersweet. Certainly there is a lot of rejoicing, but there's also a bit of sadness as we at Cathedral say goodbye to these young men who truly have become men for greatness. But in celebrating them, we celebrate all of those that have brought them to this point. So I ask that you join me in expressing our deep thanks to Mr. Felonius as their coach, their teacher, their mentor, and also their brother. So, Mr. Felonius, thank you for today and for all that you do. It gives us the opportunity to thank our parents, the time, the sacrifice, all that they do in order to bring their sons here each and every game, but also the support that they give outside as well to make sure that they continue to be student athletes. So, to all of our parents, thank you so very, very much. To all of our guests, all of our family, all of our friends, all of the Cathedral men, all of the seniors that are here, we thank you for your support, for being here today, and for all that you do for the Cathedral Prep community. So thank you again. Today, again, we come together to celebrate our seniors, to thank them, to congratulate them. But today is also a small expression of how proud we are of them, of our care for them, and of our love for them. And there's no better way to express that and through our prayer as we begin all things seeking the intercession of our Lord. And so I ask Father Bethji, if he could please come forward to lead us in prayer. Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty God, we come before you today in gratitude for what has been and in hope for what will be. We ask you to bless this Cathedral family, to bless the seniors who have helped in such a big part of that, who have helped to lead us, helped to inspire us, helped to show us the way to be a man for greatness. We ask that you bless them in all their future endeavors. Bless the Cathedral family, and bless all of us through the intercession of Mary, our mother, as we say, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Once again, welcome and congratulations to our seniors.
All right, so we got 8 young men this afternoon who are going to be playing their final home game in the regular season here at Juniper, all of whom have had different journeys to get here, but all of whom we are extremely proud of. So I'm going to begin with one of our co-managers, also played 4 years of basketball at Cathedral, someone who is tremendously friendly with our seniors, really gives a lot of camaraderie to our team, and is someone that we need, that we rely on a lot for a lot of the spirit that he brings, a lot of the energy, a lot of the hype that he gives to our players. He's been an incredible enhancement to our program this year, despite only having him for the 1 season. He's going to be walked out by fellow soon-to-be graduate Anthony Santana. That is, again, our co-manager, number 14, senior Daniel Ryan. Next up, we have another 4-year basketball player who was only with us for 1 year, but a tremendously impactful year that he had, playing the outfield for us a little bit. And looking at the rundown of the season before, contributed 15 hits across the season. And the biggest compliment that I ever heard given to this young man, it was from Mr. D'Amico, our school's business manager, who comes to our games frequently. And he said, it's a shame we didn't have him for all 4 years, because he's incredibly athletic, incredibly talented, and someone who, even though we only had for a couple of months in the program, was someone who really left his mark. That is number 5, outfielder senior Nick Leone. Also forgot to mention for those first 2 young men, we got Daniel going to St. John's University studying to be an English teacher. Nicholas is going to go to St. Joseph's in Brooklyn studying communication. Third up, we got another outfielder, another multi-sport athlete, played soccer for 4 years at Cathedral and was with us from his sophomore year through his senior year. I always joke with him because whenever we take BP in practice, he has one of the loudest swings I've ever seen. If I'm ever on the field when he's swinging and I'm not watching and I hear the crack of the bat, it's been a couple of near-death experiences out here on the field, but we're incredibly proud of him. He had a big moment for us last year, scored the winning run on senior day as a pinch runner, and we are extremely happy for him, and we hope he has another set of good moments in him today on his senior day for 2025. He's going to go to SUNY Delhi in the fall studying construction. Outfielder number 18, Daniel Johnson. Fourth up, another young man who was with us for 3 years from sophomore to senior year, and someone who has had tremendous value to us in every regard. Ultimate utility player, really been able to use him all over, whether it be in the outfield. He's manned center field this year, which was a vacant spot for us after last season. He's going to be out at second base this afternoon, and he's coming off his best performance on the mound recently in our last league game, 6 innings, 1 run against Sacred Heart. He is going to also go to SUNY Delhi, going to be roommates with Danny. So if you find yourself in upstate New York this fall, just make sure you look out. And that is, of course, number 22, Ryan Gallagher. Halfway home. All right, our next two young men we're going to introduce together. They are 4-year seniors to the program. Started as freshmen near the bottom of the roster, and they have worked their way up to leadership roles on our team as seniors. They've had incredible moments. They're incredibly hard workers, just as all of our seniors are and have been. And they've each had plays and moments this year that they'll definitely remember. First brother, Eddie, had his first pitching outing this past Thursday, got the save in that big win against Sacred Heart, has worked really hard over 4 years, and I'm incredibly proud of him. He's going to go to Sacred Heart and study nursing. And we got big brother Chris, who has developed into a great all-around player. His claim to fame, as we know, is an early season walk-off home run against Bishop Lachlan. And I always joke with him, he hit another home run against that same pitcher later in the season. So that young man from Bishop Lachlan must see Chris in his sleep, I would bet. But yeah, I'm going to be incredibly sad to see these two go, bittersweet. Chris is going to go to Belmont Abbey in North Carolina and study finance. And yes, without further ado, number 29, Eddie Anderson, and number 28, Chris Anderson. Seniors left. Okay. So our next senior is going to be the starting pitcher for this afternoon's game. Comes to us from Long Island, New York. And being that he comes from so far away, I remember a conversation I had with his mom freshman year where before I was even the coach, she had asked me if I had any advice for how he could get more involved in our school, things of that sort. And I recommended the baseball program, right? Knowing I wasn't the coach at the time, just a straight up recommendation, wasn't trying to do any recruiting or anything there. It was just, you know, an honest answer. And to see the growth and development from that moment to today, coaching him as the starting pitcher and as our top arm is really a pleasure to see. So we're going to see this young man at St. John's University in the fall. He's going to study journalism, and he's been someone who's really just been one of the most dedicated young men you could ever meet in the classroom, on the field. We had another vacancy last year where he filled the role of Matt Canones, who graduated, went on to play college baseball. Joe stepped right in, played shortstop, and like I said, he's worked incredibly hard on the mound, in the batter's box, just in all regards. I'm so proud of him and all the other seniors we have today, and he is going to take the ball for us today in a huge game. Number 9, Joe Brown. Last but certainly not least, we are going to have a young man who took this walk out onto the field on senior day last year as a little brother, and today he is going to come out onto the field as a senior with the same people that supported him and came out with him last year. Another 4-year player. His freshman year was kind of a red shirt, was hurt for a little bit. Sophomore year was getting back into full health, and he's evolved into one of our best hitters, if not by the numbers, the best hitter we have. Just looking at our overview of the season, one of the most impressive things that I told this young man, and I hope I don't jinx him today, is that in about 80 plate appearances this season, he's only struck out 3 times, and he's hitting about .475. So he's had one of the best individual offensive seasons that we have had in recent memory. Like I said, he was a part of this day last year with his older brother Dominic. He is going to go to St. John's in the fall as well to study Homeland Security. Last but not least, number 2, Michael Franco. So thank you again for all of the parents, students, classmates, friends that have come out to support us throughout the season. Really bittersweet moment for these 8 gentlemen, but we're looking forward to putting a good performance on out here today to send them out. I just want to say again, I really appreciate all of the help and support that every single one of you have given us this season. Here's on the field for a picture, all together, the 8 seniors, and then we'll get it going. Thank you, LaSalle, for being here. And thank you all again.
Celebrate good times, come on! Let's all celebrate and have
experience, trusted, proven, excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production, the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
We welcome you back to Middle Village, Queens for today's Senior Day ceremony featuring the LaSalle Cardinals and the Cathedral Prep Crusaders. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. I'm John Perez. Well, it should be a fun one here today, not only because it's Senior Day and Cathedral is honoring 8 seniors that you just saw right here on the T&D Sports Network, but also playoff seeding is on the line. The top 4 teams seem to be stacked. This is a different B division this year with an onslaught of teams moving up, so that means that Cathedral stays as well as LaSalle. It's all based on enrollment, but Christ the King right now running roughshod through this conference. So they've already locked up the 1 seed. This is the rubber game between Cathedral and LaSalle, and so because of that, the winner of this game will be the 2 seed. The loser of this game will be the 4 seed. And let's start with LaSalle as they come into this game currently at 6-3, looking for their 7th win. They're going to be led by Chris Washington. And this is a LaSalle team that won the first matchup all the way up in the Bronx, and then when they played at Randall's Island, it was a Cathedral victory. As we see LaSalle in their dugouts. They're not really a deep team, only 12 players on the roster. It's a younger team, but with that said, let's meet their starting lineup as it'll be Alan Gutierrez, the center fielder, to lead things off. Yasser Calderon, the everyday center fielder, but he gets the start on the mound today. Carrick Tejada is the shortstop batting third. Anthony Gonzalez is the third baseman. He's in the cleanup spot. Jose Serta, the designated hitter. Henry Vasseur is in first base. Anthony Jimenez, the second baseman. Brandon Osceola out in left field. Brandon Santos is the catcher. And Lee Solano will be in right field. He will not be in the batting order, but he will be in right field with the pitcher batting for LaSalle. So that's LaSalle. How about the Cathedral Prep side? Well, Cathedral Prep 5-6 on the year, looking for a victory here today. They would finish at 6-6, but would finish in second place because they have the tiebreaker over LaSalle. Remember, this is only a 5-team conference as the Crusaders looking to defend home turf. It's been really interesting this year for the Crusaders, as we see their starting lineup: Adrian Caban, the lone freshman; Joe Brown, along with Mike Franco; Noah Caraballo; Christian Anderson, one of a couple of Anderson brothers in the lineup; Nick Leone, along with Danny Johnson; Edward Anderson; Ryan Gallagher; and David McCarthy. With the pitcher hitting, will just play first base today. It's LaSalle, it's Cathedral, and it's all coming up next on the TND Sports Network.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. TND Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, TND Sports is your one-stop video solution. TND Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time. Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. TND Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, TND Sports is your one-stop video solution. TND Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Welcome back to Juniper Valley Park, nestled in the middle of Middle Village, Queens, for today's Senior Day. LaSalle Academy and Cathedral Prep. The rubber game between these two, as it stands right now, LaSalle currently in second place in the CHSAA A division. This is a small LaSalle team that's coming out from the Bronx, knocked out in the 2024 playoffs by Christ the King in the double elimination bracket. But their head coach, Chris Washington, feeling that this is the team that could upset Christ the King and, of course, make a run. But they're going to have to get through Cathedral Prep first, as the Crusaders will send Joe Brown, their starting pitcher, to the mound. Joe Brown from Rockville Center, attending St. John's in the fall, and he struck out 29 batters in 24 and a third innings of work, and earned his 100th career strikeout against Christ the King back on April 28th, as Brown will get the start on Senior Day, final regular season game of the 2025 season. Saw the lineups earlier, and this is a LaSalle team that likes to play small ball, and what Chris Washington was saying, especially with Alan Gutierrez, Yasser Calderon, and Carrick Tejada, said the three fastest players in the school, but he's been rewarding his players what he calls an Oppo Taco Fest, and what that is just going the other way. Remember, LaSalle usually playing in fields that do not have fences, so his team is not trying to hit home runs and trying to go gap to gap. If you could hit it past the outfield, that's good enough for a home run anyway, although you'll have to exert a little bit of sweat getting around the base paths. But a home run's a home run no matter how you score it. And Alan Gutierrez will be the leadoff hitter today for LaSalle, and just a great job by Dave Felonius, the head coach for Cathedral Prep, putting this all together. And I think what a lot of people around the CHSAA can see, that it is possible to stream these games in public parks, and it's great facility here at Juniper Valley Park, as they've got some renovations coming up in the future, and perhaps this could be a destination to stream games in the future. Joe Brown's ready. LaSalle's ready. And Alan Gutierrez will step up to the plate. And we are ready for baseball here in Queens. And the first pitch of the afternoon is high for ball one to Gutierrez. Gutierrez hitting .231 on the season and is in the process of getting confirmed. He's a member of the LSA SGA. Like we mentioned, one of the fastest players on the team, puts the ball in play, and ahead in the count 2-0. Mentioned this LaSalle approach. They put the ball in play, like to pressure the defense. Cathedral's defense has been there so far this year as well, but 3 straight out of the zone by Brown. Brown, a 3.74 ERA in league play, averaging about a strikeout per inning, and throws his first strike of the afternoon. It's 3-1. First game of the year on May 1st at Randall's Island. It was a 3-1 victory for LaSalle. Freshman Adrian Caban held LaSalle to just 1 earned run over 6 innings of work. He struck out 7. But Cathedral stranded 8 runners in scoring position. And a big reason why LaSalle won that is that one is popped up, foul territory, and will go out of play off to the left side. And the count stays at 3-2. A.J. Gonzalez for LaSalle, the Mount St. Vincent commit, struck out 11 in 6 2/3 of an inning to get the victory for LaSalle. But Cathedral able to pay them back on May 12th. 3-2 pitch on the outside corner, strike 3 called. And Brown, after falling behind in the count 3-0, picks up his first K of the afternoon. Defensively for Cathedral Prep, left to right in the outfield, Edward Anderson, Nick Leone, and Danny Johnson. David McCarthy's at first base. Ryan Gallagher is the second baseman. Adrian Caban, the shortstop. Mike Franco at third base, and Noah Caraballo behind the plate. As Yasir Calderon, the starting pitcher for LaSalle, an underwater swing, and behind in the count, 0-1. Ball has to look like a beach ball for Calderon this year. He's hitting .565, but quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Two-sport athlete, plays on the basketball team as well. Player of the game in each of the victories against Sacred Heart back on April 1st and April 28th. Curveball hit on the ground to short. First opportunity for Adrian Caban, and the freshman fires across the diamond in time. 2 up, 2 down to begin the afternoon for Brown. Well, Caban only a freshman. Of course, he is the son of assistant coach Angel Caban. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Carrick Tejada. Attacks the first pitch and serves it in a left field, a base hit. So Tejada in the 3-hole, one of the best hitters in this LaSalle lineup. Able to attack a first pitch fastball, serve it into left, and LaSalle's got their first base runner of the afternoon. So with Tejada and his wheels on at first, that'll bring up Anthony Gonzalez. Mount St. Vincent commit. And flares the first pitch foul off to the right side, 0-1. Gonzalez, the 2025 team MVP. 13 hits on the season, also hitting .565. A home run and 10 RBIs. 4-year varsity player, 2-sport athlete, plays soccer as well. It's only 6 varsity sports at LaSalle. Runner goes, pitch is in the dirt, and it'll get past Noah Caraballo. He wasn't going to throw out Tejada anyway, so it'll be a stolen base for Tejada. And LaSalle with the runner in scoring position and 2 down. Pitch inside. And the count 2-1 to Anthony Gonzalez. Looking to play his ball in the Skyline Conference next year. Future Dolphin. But the Cardinal watches low, and it's 3-1. What Washington really likes about Gonzalez is his plate discipline. You don't hit 567 by swinging at everything, but he gets hit right in the back. And so after getting the first 2 outs, a base hit and a hit by pitch, that'll bring up the 5th hitter of the inning, Jose Cerda, the DH. Was talking to Chris Washington yesterday, and he said the reason for LaSalle's recent success, winners in 4 of their last 5, is that they've been getting production out of the bottom of the lineup. And the first guy that he mentioned was Jose Cerda. Attacks the first pitch and pops it foul. 0-1. Cerda, a member of the LSA SGA, grew up in the Dykeman area of Manhattan. 6 hits on the season. And this one is popped up right side of the diamond. David McCarthy is there in fair territory, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Joe Brown works around the hit by pitch and a single to throw up a scoreless frame at the end of half of an inning. It's LaSalle 0, Cathedral coming to bat on T&D Sports.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Welcome back to Juniper Valley Park, and here is the Cathedral Prep starting 9. Adrian Caban, the freshman shortstop, will lead it off. Joe Brown, Mike Franco, Noah Caraballo, Christian Anderson, Nick Leone, along with Danny Johnson, Edward Anderson, and Ryan Gallagher round out the starting 9. David McCarthy will be in the field. He plays first base. As you see, Adrian Caban in the pitcher for LaSalle, as we mentioned, Yasser Calderon. Short lefty. And someone this year who's been around the strike zone. As he gets ready to deal to the leadoff hitter, Adrian Caban. Well, there's Calderon, and Calderon has been really impressive on the mound. He throws strikes, fastball, curveball, slider he's been working on. Only a junior. And someone who, because he's such a good defensive fielder, does a really good job fielding his position on the mound as well. As Caban will lead it off for Cathedral against Yasser Calderon. Mention the importance of this game and get your reset on the standings. Christ the King, the top seed in the CHSAA division at 9-1. LaSalle 6-3. Bishop Laughlin's 5-5. They're locked into the third spot, both Christ the King and Laughlin. So that's why this game is so important. A win for Cathedral Prep would move them to the number 2 seed by virtue of the tiebreaker against LaSalle. Cathedral Prep is in 4th place at 5-6. Sacred Heart winless at 0-10. Adrian Caban, the freshman, gets ready to go. .65 degrees at first pitch. Beautiful day for baseball here in Middle Village as we are finally ready to go. And Calderon's first pitch of the afternoon is a fastball called strike one. Caban hitting .246 on the year. He's already drawn 30 walks and is a pest on the base paths. 29 stolen bases in just 11 league games. So imperative to get him out. And the count even had a ball and a strike. Not a lot of power, but Dave Felonius says when he grows into his body, he's going to be a one-man wrecking crew in the CHSAA. Mark his words. Gets ready for the 1-1. And a fastball off the plate, 2 balls and a strike.
Don't aim it.
And the pitch from Calderon. Fastball popped foul.
Behind.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, for Calderon, we mentioned the repertoire, but
Throw the ball to him.
when it comes to him pitching, it's been a difference of, is he a thrower today or is he a pitcher? And Chris Washington has been very frank, saying that when he's a thrower, that's when the team is in trouble. He's got good stuff, but against a disciplined team like Cathedral Prep, Laughlin, or King, they can afford to be patient, knowing that the fastball's not around the zone, but that's on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. And Calderon punches out Caban for the first out of the afternoon. Defensively for LaSalle, left to right in the outfield, Brandon Osceola, Alan Gutierrez, and Lee Solano. Henry Vassar's at first base, Anthony Jimenez, the second baseman. Carrick Tejada is the shortstop, Anthony Gonzalez in the hot corner, and Brandon Santos, the captain catcher, behind the plate, as Joe Brown steps up to the plate. And Brown takes down and in for ball 1.
Walk it out to him, Brandon. Jimenez, one step to your right. Okay, get it back.
Brown hitting .328 on the year.
That's all I care about.
18 RBIs, 20 runs scored. And ahead of the count, 2-0. Brown, the lone Long Islander, most of these players growing up in the Queens area. A couple of Brooklyn Knights as well. And that's popped foul out of play. And so the count, 2-1.
He's not thinking out there, is he? I hope he's not thinking. Two balls, one strike.
Haven't really seen the breaking stuff from Calderon yet. He gets ready for the 2-1. And that fastball way off. 3-1.
Hey, mechanics.
So difficult at this level, even on the varsity level, for pitchers that are two-way players. You have to establish their primary pitches first, and then they could go to the breaking stuff. As Calderon misses low, and a one-out walk. As Brown goes on to first.
Michael Franco.
Short second, back for 2.
So here's Mike Franco,
AJ.
the senior from Middle Village, hitting .446 on the year, 29 hits in league play. And attacks the first pitch and rolls it foul right side.
That's an error on the first
Nothing
base,
in one.
coach.
Michael, the younger brother of Dominic, who graduated from Cathedral last year, he was the starting center fielder. And Michael, like his brother, will be attending St. John's in the fall. It's a Homeland Security major. Kickoff throw over, and Brown gets back safely.
Hey, get your mind right.
Both of these teams not afraid to run and to play small ball, but Cathedral more of a hit and run type team than a bunt. They're not going to do so with Franco, who's hitting 446. Pitch, wave and a miss.
Run at him. Don't go. Run at him.
And they count 0-2. Great crowd on hand here. Of course, Cathedral Prep honoring 8 seniors before the game, and kudos to the parents for making the trip over to celebrate in the ceremony. Another throw over, and Brown gets back safely. Third baseman Gonzalez playing off the line at third. And the 0-2, breaking ball stays high.
Don't think about it. Just
Count 1 and 2.
Don't try and place it. 1 and 2, what? 1-2, 1-2. Don't think, baby.
The infielders in double play depth, trying to roll the pair. It's going to be tough against Franco and his speed. Calderon from the belt. And takes down and in. 2 and 2.
Good pitch.
Calderon, the rock in the fire. And fouled off.
Throw that one in. Throw that one in. Thank you. Somebody on that ball? Yes. That ball's not trapped. Let's get that. Somebody on that ball? Somebody on that ball? I got 4 guys sitting here. Somebody on that ball? Come on, Yasser.
Haven't seen Calderon command the fastball. And still waiting to see that, and then uses off-speed pitch. See what he throws here on the 2-2. Fastball low. And the count is full.
Hey, get your mind right. Hey, mechanics over speed now. Come on now.
Oh, good battle from Franco. Was behind in the count, 0-2, and the counts run full, and another throw over.
Here we go, Yas.
Calderon a shakeoff, now gets what he wants. Payoff pitch, fouled off. And we'll do it again.
Hey, wake up, come on. Hey, nothing better, 2. Let's go. Here we go, 2.
It's a good battle here, Calderon and Franco. 3-2. Foul tipped into the glove of Santos. Strike 3, second strikeout of the inning for Calderon, who wins the battle. And there's 2 away for Noah Caraballo. Good job by Calderon. Kept throwing his fastball there and dared Franco to put it in play. He could not. And so there's 2 away, and here's Caraballo hitting 347 on the year. Couple of home runs, 28 RBIs. Runner goes on the first pitch. Fastball, thrown to the backstop, and that's going to allow Brown to take second base. So early scoring opportunity for Cathedral Prep. Runner in scoring position at 2 down and a 1-0 count to Caraballo. As Calderon steps off. And Calderon a little too focused on Brown on the base paths. 4 pickoff throws, now steps off. Goes off the glove of Santos, and that's going to allow Brown to go to third. On the pass ball. So time called, and now Santos will go out there. Brandon Santos, the senior captain, 4-year varsity player. And one of the captains for LaSalle. And before every game, Chris Washington says to him, "Do you got me?" And he usually responds, "I got you." And because of that, he calls his own game, does a good job commanding the pitching staff. And at times like this, knows how to take the temperature of his starters.
Think about it, baby. You and Brandon.
Runner at third and 2 outs, the pitch. Fastball high. And the count 3-0. Three-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Anthony Gonzalez is up, but it slings it to first. Not in time as it pops off the glove of Vasor. Brown comes in to score on the E5. And Cathedral takes a 1-0 lead. Well, Caraballo swinging on 3-0. And this is one that Vasur wishes that he could get back. Throwing plenty of time, but Vasor couldn't scoop it. And Caraballo's aboard. And a 1-0 lead for the Crusaders. As this will bring up Christian Anderson, the designated hitter. And watches a fastball low for ball 1.
Hey, 2, wake up, come on. Let's go, let's go.
Runner goes, he steps off. Vasur the throw to second, and it hits the runner, Caraballo, who steals the base. And now Chris Washington's going to go out and talk to his pitcher and the rest of the infield. Washington saw something, whether he picked up on the signs or not, but he knew before Caraballo even moved that he was going. And when you've got a lefty on the mound, it gives you a little bit more of an advantage to get that throw over to first. But not the best throws by Calderon and, of course, the third baseman, Anthony Gonzalez. Now how important this game is. And especially with the number 2 seed on the line. You don't want to face Christ the King earlier in the playoffs, especially in a double elimination tournament.
Let's go, guys, let's go! Allen!
So play resumes, and that'll bring up Christian Anderson, the senior, hitting .268 on the year. And ahead of the count, 2-0.
Come on, pick up the 20.
Anderson, the walk-off home run against Bishop Loughlin back on April 3rd. He's attending Belmont Abbey College in the fall. Finance major, looking to cash in. Runner goes, pitch in the dirt. Throw from Santos. One hops and not in time, and Caraballo steals the second base of the inning.
Yo, y'all gotta do a better job holding him on. He's taking a real big lead. Say something. Guys, on the bench, nobody yelled out he was running. What are y'all looking at?
Well, we saw Caraballo swing on 3-0. We'll see if Anderson gets the green light. And he takes all the way. It's 3-1.
Hey, you gotta get angry now. Come on. Let's go, Angry Bird. Let's go.
Anderson has driven in 15 runs this season in a senior campaign. But watch his high, ball 4. See if Cathedral tries to steal another run here and put Anderson in motion. Force a throw from Santos.
Go back to the Yasser.
Runner not going on the first pitch, and that's a called strike. 0-1 to Nick Leone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Leone, the senior from Ozone Park, 4-year starter on the Cathedral basketball team, attending St. Joe's, Brooklyn, as a communications major, as Calderon steps off.
After the pitch.
First ever year playing organized baseball. And the throw, wave and a miss.
Go, come on, come on. How many outs?
Count 0-2. Well, it's a small athletic department. at both of these schools, but for Cathedral, Leon finally asking to try out for the Crusaders, and he's done so, but a swing and a miss, and he goes down. Calderon strikes out 3 in the innings, but we're through 1, and Cathedral with a 1-0 lead here in Queens.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time. Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution.
Henry Vassar leads off the top of the second inning here at Juniper Valley Park. 6-7-8 due up for LaSalle and a 1-0 lead for Cathedral, and Joe Brown paints the bottom half of the zone for strike 1. Henry Vassar, Anthony Jimenez, and Brandon Osceola. After Brown got the first 2 outs, gave up a single and then a hit by pitch, but induced the pop out to Jose Cerda, as that ball is splashed foul down the right field line. And the count 0-2. And that's on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Second strikeout of the day for Joe Brown. There's one away to begin the second. So 1 up, 1 down. This brings up Anthony Jimenez. And Brown's fastball hits the outer edge for strike 1. To Jimenez, hitting .304 on the year. He's driven in 6 runs. Named player of the game for April 15th's victory against Bishop Loughlin. And Brown quickly ahead 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. A little low. I mentioned this production at the bottom of the order for LaSalle. Trying to do so here. It's popped up. Over to the second baseman. Gallagher makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down to begin the second inning. So 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Brandon Osceola, the left fielder. Osceola, the transfer. Attacks the first pitch and pops it up. Right side, another opportunity for McCarthy and Gallagher, and it is McCarthy who makes the play. Side retired. A 1-2-3 inning for Cathedral. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Crusaders.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Nestled in the heart of Islip, Bayberry is a 5,000 square foot American bistro that embodies the spirit of its seaside locale. Come enjoy the outdoor patio space, 40-seat bar, and menu from executive chef William Muzzio. Use the code LI Sports to receive 10% off your next meal. Bottom of the second inning, a 1-0 lead for Cathedral. As Yasser Calderon is ready to start the second inning. Calderon losing the strike zone. And a couple of times, a walk and an error. Well, a couple of walks and an error. As will be Danny Johnson, Edward Anderson, and Ryan Gallagher against Calderon. Mention how big this game is. Senior day for Cathedral Prep. Of course, a game that many of these seniors will remember for years to come, but also playoff seeding on the line. 2 seed is up for grabs. Winner of this game will get that as Calderon delivers just a bit outside for ball 1. Calderon looking in at the sign. And a swing and a miss to the right fielder, Johnson. And they count 1-1. Johnson, the senior from Breezy Point, hitting 167 on the year. Scored the game-winning run on a wild pitch last year right here against Monsignor Scanlon. Two-sport athlete, 4-year soccer player, and attending SUNY Delhi in the fall, residential construction major. The 429 on-base percentage. And the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. 4th strikeout for Calderon as that begins the home half of the 4th inning. Second inning, excuse me. So that'll bring up Edward Anderson, the left fielder. Edward, the senior from Middle Village, hitting 273 on the year and cuts through a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Anderson, a two-way player, recorded his first career save in Cathedral Prep's 5-3 win against Sacred Heart in their last game on May 15th. Santos is going to go out and talk to Calderon. I'm not sure what he saw, but now Santos is trying to calm down Calderon, but get on the same page sign-wise.
There you go, I will. You don't want to see it. Okay. All right.
Anderson with a 556 on-base percentage. The rock in the fire. And that hits the outside corner. And Calderon quickly ahead 1-2. Infield, outfield straight away, the wind blowing out from left. And the pitch. And Edward Anderson stays alive. Eight seniors honored before the final home game of the Cathedral Prep season. 1-2 pitch. Down and in. And they count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Calderon gets the sign, comes home with a pitch. And that's low, ball 3. Pitch, and that's rolled foul, third base side. And so Anderson stays alive. Payoff pitch. On the inside corner, strike 3 called. Strikeout number 5 for Calderon and 2 away in the second. So 5 strikeouts through an inning in 2/3. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Ryan Gallagher. As Gallagher takes the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Gallagher, the senior from Bell Harbor section of Queens, hitting 140 on the year. He's been on the varsity squad since his sophomore year, also plays for the basketball team. He's another Delhi major, or another Delhi attendee and construction major. Two-0 pitch, 3-0. And Gallagher with a good eye takes 4 straight out of the zone, and that'll roll over the lineup. Third walk issued by Calderon, and that'll bring up the freshman Adrian Caban.
Energy up! Energy up! Top!
So here's Caban, struck out looking in his first at-bat. And a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. See Calderon throw over to first. And a short lead from Gallagher. Calderon on the low set. Runner goes. Fastball low and away. The throw from Santos offline. And another stolen base for Cathedral Prep. Their 4th stolen base of the day. And a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Good hitters count for Caban. 2 balls and no strikes. 3-0. Well, Calderon has been Jekyll or Hyde. When he's on, he's dotting his fastball. When he's not, he's really not that close. Here's a 3-0 pitch. It's on the outer half, 3-1. Cathedral with a run on this LaSalle defense in the first inning. As Caban pops it up right side. See if it stays in play for Vassar. It does. And the inning is over. The scoreless frame for Yasiel Calderon. We're through 2. 1-0 Cathedral Prep.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Athletes tell their story every time they step on the field. So why not enjoy the storybooks of American fare and endless cocktails at Library Cafe, where every visit is a new chapter. Visit Library Cafe in Farmingdale from now until June 15th and receive 10% off your next meal when you mention LI Sports.
Two 2-0 lead for Cathedral Prep as we begin the top of the third inning from Juniper Valley Park's Cardinal Field. One of the top three teams, and mentioned earlier in the broadcast, but you could see here, a much overdue renovation is coming to Juniper. It was just announced a few weeks ago that there will be a $4 million renovation to turn top three fields into AstroTurf. We saw that the bottom field, Juniper 1, for those of you that are Middle Village natives or have played Cathedral Prep or have played around here, they got a brand new infield. That's a dirt field down there, usually where the softball fields are. And as Brandon Santos attacks the first pitch and pops it foul, the count 0-1. So finally the weeds will be dug up, and so will the rest of the field. Joe Brown with a 1-2-3 inning back in the second inning. 2 scoreless frames so far. And the 0-1 to Santos. Hit on the ground to first, and that'll roll foul. Santos, we mentioned, the captain of this team, and has been one of the players that has embraced going the opposite way for LaSalle. Really shortened up a swing. Here's the 0-2, and that's line foul off to the right side. Santos hitting .333 on the year. 7 hits, 4 RBIs. And the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nasty pitch by Joe Brown as he gets his 3rd K of the day. And that'll bring up the top of the order for the Cardinals. Let's take another look at that pitch. So back to the top of the order, it's Alan Gutierrez. Struck out looking at his first at-bat. Waves and misses at a low fastball for strike 1. Shows bunt, fouls it off. And 2 quick strikes for Joe Brown. This is a LaSalle team that only has a handful of seniors. Much of the core coming back next year, as Gutierrez calls time at the plate. Meanwhile, Brown's been efficient today, changing the eye level, changing velocity, and had 3 strikeouts through the first time through the order. Fastball cut on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Brown, and there's 2 away to begin the third. The 2 up, 2 down. Here's Yasser Calderon. Grounded out to the shortstop at his first at-bat 0 for 1. And goes that way again. Adrian Caban charges, and the freshman takes his time and could not get it out of the glove. And let's take another look. And Calderon with his speed, seeing that Caban had trouble and just couldn't get it out of his glove. Technically an infield hit, although I think felonious. And Caban will have different ideas. So the inning continues for Carrick Tejada. Single to left in his first at-bat. Tejada wasted no time in his last at-bat, jumping on the first pitch. And takes a fastball high, 1-0. Tejada, the definition of a student athlete, a 93 GPA, 3-sport athlete, baseball, soccer, and basketball. He's a team MVP a year ago. And ahead in the count, 2-0. Throw over from Brown and got a little flinch from Calderon, but gets back safely. Chris Washington says the top 3 hitters in his order, Gutierrez, Calderon, Tejada, all have the green light. Runner goes. The throw's a good one, but a little late, as Calderon gets in ahead of the tag from Gallagher and a stolen base. Second stolen base of the day for the Cardinals, as they've got a runner at scoring position and 2 down, and a 3-0 count to Carrick Tejada with Anthony Gonzalez on deck. Three-0 takes a strike. And a count 3-1. Low set from Brown, slide step and a fastball that's ripped off the bag and into left field, a base hit. Calderon gets the wave sign. He will score without a throw. It's an RBI single for Carrick Tejada, who ties the game at 1. Good piece of hitting by Tejada. He jumped all over that middle fastball as it kicked off the third base bag. And LaSalle found the equalizer as Calderon and his speed able to come around and score, as that brings up Anthony Gonzalez. And first pitch fastball dotted on the outer edge. Strike 1. Gonzalez was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat right off the back. Stranded at first after Jose Cerda popped out. Runner goes the pitch on the outer half for a strike. Throw down to second, not in time. Tejada steals the base, gets past the middle infield, and that'll allow Tejada to go to third. So a stolen base and now an error. And LaSalle with a go-ahead run 90 feet away. Take another look as that throw got away. And Carrick with his blazing speed able to get to third. Curveball, smack the other way, falling fast, but it's going to hang up for the right fielder, Danny Johnson, side retired. But an RBI single by Carrick Tejada ties the game at 1.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Start your day off the right way with peace, love, and bacon. Named Newsday's Best of Long Island and Best Brunch from 4-Leaf Best of Long Island, Hatch is more than just brunch. Stop by from now until June 15th and receive 10% off your next meal when you mention LI Sports.
One ball game, bottom of the third inning here at Juniper Valley Park. 2-3-4 due up for Cathedral Prep. Joseph Brown will lead it off against Yasser Calderon, who struck out 5 through 2 innings, has allowed a first inning run. Struck out 2 last inning. As Brown walked and came around to score the lone Cathedral run. First pitch fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Brown, one of the top players in the league, hitting .328 on the year. He's driven in 18 runs and has scored 21 runs after that first run in the first inning, and scolds it foul out of play. Joe Brown, Mike Franco, Noah Caraballo due up for Cathedral Prep. Looking to take the rubber game against LaSalle. And time called at the plate.
Can't see it? You gotta put some tape on your fingers. I'm not buying pitch count. No, not buying it.
Pitch from Calderon.
That's
inside.
Get that strike, Brandon. 7 push-ups.
Well, Joe Brown, who puts the ball in play, really worked on his body in the offseason, getting in good playing shape. And Dave Felonius says he's going to miss Brown after he graduates. Quarter to win in relief on senior day last year and looking to pick up the win this year and help his own cause, but takes strike 3 called on a curveball. First strikeout of the home half of the third as Brown is sat down, and that'll bring up Mike Franco. Strikeout number 6 for Calderon. So here's Mike Franco, struck out swinging in his first at-bat. And a backdoor curveball misses for ball 1.
Hold that pitch up, Brandon. Don't let it drop. Stick it. You gotta stick it.
Franco, 29 hits on the season, 23 runs driven in. Fastball foul tipped into the glove of Santos. A ball and a strike.
I can barely see it. Sure, use your throwing hand. That's why you have a glove.
Infield, outfield, straight up for LaSalle.
Allen!
Calderon gets the sign in the pitch. That one hit in the air. Right side. And an easy play for Vasseur.
2 hands, hot dog!
And 2 quick outs to begin the home half of the third inning. So here's Caraballo, reached on the error by the third baseman Gonzalez. The error could have opened up the floodgates, but Calderon able to come back. Strike out Leon with runners on the corners. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball on the outside corner. Strike one called. Caraballo, the sophomore, hitting .347 on the year. 29 RBIs after driving in a run back in the first inning. Had the game-winning, or game-tying 2 RBI triple in the 7th inning of senior day last year. Fouled off the plate. And the count 0-2. Crusaders were losing 2-0 going into the 6th inning. And it was Caraballo able to drive in the 2 runs. And then eventually, Cathedral Prep winning on the wild pitch. 0-2, the rock and the fire. Line foul, off to the left side. Pitch from Calderon in there, strike 3 called. Ball is dropped, so Santos throws to first to complete the strikeout. They're not in time, check that. Thought that Vasor made the catch, did not in time. And so, Caraballo reaches on the strikeout. Let's take another look. And that's one where Santos lollipopped the throw. So runner goes on the first pitch, hit on the ground to short, backhanded by Tejada. His only play is to first. It's a low throw that Vassar can't catch, and that's going to allow Caraballo to go to third. Now they're going to give him the wave sign as the cutoff goes to the pitcher. Calderon fires to Santos for the out. And the inning is over. All of that by design, I guess. But LaSalle keeps it tied at 1 at the end of 3.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Located in the heart of Cold Spring Harbor, Sandbar features a polished coastal casual ambiance that creates a sleek backdrop for elaborate American cuisine from both the land and the sea. Scan the QR code above and type in LI Sports for 10% off your next meal. Top of the 4th inning, tied at 1. Cathedral and LaSalle, as will be 5-6-7 due up for the Cardinals. Joe Brown's been efficient. He just allowed the 1-run last inning. Defense really hasn't helped him out so much, but he's got 4 strikeouts through 3 innings. Has not walked a batter and has 1 hit by pitch. He just scattered the 2 hits. As Jose Cerda, the designated hitter, will start it off for the Cardinals. Mentioned the 2 seed on the line. And the winner of this tiebreaker will be the 2 seed, as there's the head coach, Dave Felonius, and Felonius, graduate of Monsignor McClancy, where he played his high school ball, has been teaching at Cathedral Prep over the last few years. And this is his creation, so we're very grateful for him choosing to stream this game. Floated in the air out to center field, and an easy play for Nick Leone. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the 4th inning. That ball hit right at Leone, who was able to drift over. Good job tracking it. One thing about this time of day playing at this field is that the sun really in the eyes of the catcher and the hitter. Henry Vasseur fouls back the first pitch, 0-1. Vasseur struck out looking in his first at-bat, 0 for 1.
Let's go, release the Kraken. Let's go, Ocho. Let's go, Ocho.
This one popped up. Right side, another opportunity for the first baseman, McCarthy, who handles it flawlessly. And 2 quick outs to begin the 4th. Well, not a lot of foul territory on the first base side. Third base side either, but McCarthy in fair territory, makes the catch, avoids the runner. Nicely done. That brings up Anthony Jimenez. And Jimenez takes up and in for ball 1. Jimenez a pop out to the second baseman, his first at bat, and hits it right back to the mound, goes over the glove of Brown, and everybody is safe. Deflected off the glove of Brown, and Caban playing back really didn't have a play. So it'll be an infield single. And a good hustle from Jimenez, but yeah, Caban, as you can see, Caban was just playing back. Couldn't recover, and good speed by Jimenez to get there. So that'll bring up Brandon Osceola with a runner at first and 2 outs. And the first pitch, Osceola at the knees for a strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch, that's a little low. And the count 1-1 as Brown has mixed it up. 3 pop-outs, 4 strikeouts, and a couple of ground balls. That's in the dirt. Good stop by Caraballo. Middle infielder's a medium shift. And the pitch in there for a strike. And Brown a strike away from getting out of it. Low set, the 2-2. And one's hit over the glove of Caban and into left center field, a base hit. Jimenez stops on the brakes, and he pulls in at second. Brandon Osceola keeps the inning alive with his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 2. And now that'll bring up the LaSalle captain, Brandon Santos, with a runner in scoring position and 2 down. Let's take another look, and Caban, well, maybe in another couple of years, be tall enough to make the catch, but the freshman not able to haul it in. He was playing at medium depth, just got over his glove. And so here's an opportunity for LaSalle to pull in front. And it's up to their captain, Santos, looking for a little redemption after lollipopping the throw over to first last inning. Didn't come back to bite LaSalle. Still, the first pitch fastball high for ball 1. Santos with only 4 RBIs on the season. Prime opportunity here, and the 1-0 is high. And 2 straight out of the zone from Brown. Short lead at second by Jimenez. Osceola on at first, and a 3-0 count to Brandon Santos. Alan Gutierrez, the leadoff hitter, would be next should this inning continue. (3-0). And Santos pops it foul. We've seen both teams swing on 3-0. It just shows the trust that these coaches have on their players. 3-1. On the outer half, and the count is full. So after giving up back-to-back hits, Brown a strike away from getting through 4. Jimenez the runner at second, Osceola over at first. We're tied at 1, top of the 4th inning. Here at Juniper Valley Park. The number 2 seed on the line. Runners go, and that's outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Good at bat by Santos. And after Brown got the first 2 outs, the bases are loaded. And that'll bring up Alan Gutierrez as a courtesy runner will go to first base. For LaSalle, Daniel Ortiz, the freshman. So here's Gutierrez, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts today. And the first pitch is high for ball 1. Salle has Cathedral on the ropes, and their starter Brown. Pitch. On the ground, left side. Gloved by Franco, fires high to first, and this will open the floodgates. Jimenez comes in to score. Osceola right behind him. He scores without a throw, and they're going to bring in Ortiz. It's a bases. Check that 2-run score as Jimenez and Osceola come in, and that gives LaSalle a 3-1 lead. Take another look. Brown got the ground ball, but Franco threw it high, and that allowed 2 runs to score. And here's Yasser Calderon, starter for LaSalle. Take the first pitch strike, 0-1. First pitch, wave and a miss. Second pitch, and a miss, and the count's 0-2. Calderon, an infield single and a stolen bases last time up, came around to score as LaSalle scored 3 runs over the last 2 frames against Brown. 0-2 the pitch. Rolled foul, first base side. Now Calderon would love to give himself some run support, especially against this Cathedral offense that could step up when they need to. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, chased the high heat. As Brown finally gets the 3rd out, but LaSalle able to put 2 runs across. We're halfway home, 3-1 Cardinals.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Welcome back to Juniper Valley Park. There's a head coach for Cathedral Prep, Dave Felonius, and once again, he's had a vision for this program. He's been a fantastic ambassador for this Cathedral Prep team, and of course, one of the big reasons why Cathedral Prep is in the year, having the year that it's had. Of course, he coaches for New York Rampage, and trying to bring a championship back to Cathedral Prep. He's got his work cut out for him in the bottom of the fourth inning. His team trailing 3-1. They trailed by 2 runs last year on Senior Day and were able to pull out the victory. And with their backs against the wall, they'll send up 6, 7, 8 in the bottom half of the fourth inning. And the first pitch to Nick Leone is high for ball 1. Leone struck out swinging in his first at-bat, 0 for 1. Hits it on the ground to short. Tejada charges, bobbles, and Leone reaches aboard on the E6. Here's Daniel Johnson. Struck out swinging his first at bat and swings through a first pitch changeup, 0-1. Much different look to the A division this year. Throw over to first. Leone gets back safely. The number of teams went from 10 down to 5. From last year, St. John's Prep, Monsignor Scanlon, St. Edmunds, all moving up to the AA this season. Cristo Rey has not run a baseball program, as that pitch is in the dirt. And then Nazareth dropped out midway through the season. So what was originally supposed to be a 6-team race, now down to 5, heading into the playoffs after today. Pickoff throw over, and Leone gets back safely. Deep breath from Calderon, another throw over. Of course, at this high school level, no pitch clock yet, no amount of disengagements or pickoff throws. Try to think back of old school baseball to, 2022, as the breaking ball misses outside. And the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Danny Johnson. Johnson swings and misses, and the count 2-2 to the Breezy Point native.
Hey, mechanics, that's it. Mechanics.
Third year on the varsity squad, representing the tying run. Pitch. Struck him out. Good job by Calderon going low and away. As that's strikeout number 7 for Calderon.
Stop asking me. I know that mad at me.
And we'll get a pinch hitter for Cathedral Prep, as it's going to be, we'll go deep into the bench, as it'll be Akil Dobson. Dobson, one of 5 sophomores on this Cathedral Prep roster. The transfer from Nazareth.
I thought you had take care of that. They gave you a 3 computer pieces. That's small like you. Mine is typewritten though.
Thompson, 17 hits on the season. He's hitting .309. 20 runs driven in. And takes the ball outside. Count 1-0. And Calderon, another throw over in the dirt. Skips past Vasseur. But that's not going to let Leone go over to second as it doesn't trickle too far away.
If you're gonna practice, you gotta do swinging down. You're still leaning back when you're swinging. Every time you're swinging, you're leaning back. Stay straight up. Come on, yes.
And Dobson ahead, 2-0.
Pick up the 20. Pick up the 20. You and Brandon, pick up the 20.
Starting to see Felonius go into his bench. As that pitch is outside, and the count 3-0. Ariel Plaza, the transfer from Malloy, is on deck. So you'd have to imagine on senior day you're going to start your seniors, but with a game of this magnitude, you want your everyday players in there as Dobson takes a strike. And so the count 3-1.
Hey, mechanics over speed. Pick up the 20. Pick up the 20.
Here's the pitch, wave and a miss. And Calderon fighting back, the count is full.
Hey, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Yo, we gotta put some tape on you. Can you guys see the signal? Okay. You gotta put some tape on your fingers so you can see. Get your mind right.
Calderon, the shake-off, not once but twice. Now gets what he wants. Nick Leone, the runner at first. Runner goes, the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. No throw down to second. 8th strikeout of the day for Calderon, and there's 2 away. Got him to chase the upstairs fastball. And now there's 2 away, and a pinch hitter. Now for Cathedral Prep, as it's going to be Ariel Plaza.
You gotta write that down, don't you?
So Plaza comes on for Ryan Gallagher and pops the first pitch foul, 0-1. Plaza, the transfer from Malloy, hitting .273 on the year. That's 15 for 55. .494 on base percentage. He's second on the team with 23 walks. Leone, the runner at second in the pitch. Popped foul out of play.
Heads up! Heads up! Oh, no! Andrew, get off the phone and protect your wife. You know, you gotta catch that. You okay? Then you gotta catch that. If you're okay, you gotta catch that. You know, if not, fall on the floor or something, you know.
I gave it a little tight, you're hot.
So the count 0-2. 2 outs and a 3-1 lead for LaSalle on the road. Calderon trying to get through the 4th unscathed.
You didn't have to throw it. Just want to make sure he knew you were there. Catch the ball.
Always a tough situation coming off the bench for both of these teams. Really don't get time for batting practice, if at all. Just make sure your arm's loose and you go out and play. So for Plaza, with 2 strikes in his corner, both metaphorically and in this at-bat. Pitch, inside. And the count 1-2.
You gotta frame that better. You gotta frame that better, Brandon.
Davey hot, Davey hot. And 2.
Get out of here, Jimenez.
Comes a 1-2. Off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Use your mechanics now. Use your mechanics. Yes, yes. Use your mechanics.
2-2. That's in the dirt. Santos keeps it in front of the plate. No advancement from Leone. So good battle between Plaza and Calderon. Adrian Caban, the leadoff hitter, would be next. Comes the 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Fourth walk of the day for Calderon. And Santos will call time and talk it over with his pitcher. Good job by Plaza coming in cold off the bench, fouling off a few pitches, and then getting on base as now the rest of the infield will get together and make sure that they're on the same page. Got runners at first and second and 2 down. So after the meeting, Calderon back out on the mound, facing the freshman Caban, who's hit less than 2 at-bats. And that fastball hits on the outside corner, 0-1. Calderon bearing down the 0-1 off the plate. 1-1. Third baseman Gonzalez playing off the bag, but even with it. Rest of the infield straight up. And the count 1-2 to Caban. Couple of shakeoffs from Calderon. And time called at the plate.
Hey, get your mind right. Hey, Jay, wherever it takes you.
Defense ready.
Know where we're going with the ball.
One more, Josh.
1-2. That one popped up. Shallow right, going out Jimenez, and Solano was there. And Lee Solano makes the catch, and Calderon leaves a pair on. We're through 4, 3-1 LaSalle.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Welcome back to Juniper Valley Park. LaSalle with a 3-1 lead in the top of the 5th inning, and there is the head coach for the Cardinals, Chris Washington, leading the team to the 2017 CHSAA A Division Championship, a graduate of Cardinal Hayes in 1986, member of that 85 Cardinal Hayes City Championship team. Went to Howard, got his bachelor's, and graduated in 1992. Was a soccer coach for the school that helped lead LaSalle to the 2022 CHSAA B Division champion, current member of the Howard University Board of Trustees, and a former president of the Howard University Alumni Association. And now the head coach for the LaSalle Academy Cardinals, with a 3-1 lead in the top of the 5th inning, going up against Joe Brown, who got the first 2 last inning, and then that's when the trouble started, as Brown misses off the plate to Carrick Tejada for ball 1. Tejada 2 for 2 on the day, a couple of singles to left. And the count 2-0 to the junior. Had an RBI single as he hit a liner off the third base bag into left field. Off the deflection. Was able to chase home Yasser Calderon. And he serves that one out to left field. And the first opportunity for the newly inserted left fielder, Akil Dobson, for the first out. Good job by Dobson patrolling the outfield, and let's take another look. Ball will always find you, and Dobson found the ball himself and found it in his glove. So there's one away. Hit down the first base line. McCarthy gives it a look, but a land foul. Count 0-1. Here's a pitch, fastball, wave and a miss. The count 0-2. Gonzalez hit by a pitch and a fly out to right, 0 for 1 on the day. There's Brown out of the windup. And fastball just misses. Ball and 2 strikes. Gonzalez, the future Mount St. Vincent Dolphin, takes a big cut and goes down swinging. Strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Brown. 2 up, 2 down to begin the 5th, as that'll bring up Jose Cerda. This is where the trouble began last inning for Brown, trying to throw up a scoreless frame. LaSalle with a run in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. 3-1 lead over Cathedral Prep, trying to spoil their senior day. First pitch tapped foul towards the Cathedral dugout for strike 1. A 1, 0-2. Brown trying to get through the 5th and keep this a 3-1 game. Gets the sign from Calabro, and curveball stays high. 1-2. And working quickly. 1-2. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Brown strikes out 2 in the inning, and we're through 4.5. 3-1 LaSalle.
Finnegan's Restaurant and Tap Room is where Huntington Village has been meeting, mingling, and making memories since 1912. Make your next memory at Finnegan's from now until June 15th and receive 10% off your next meal when you mention LI Sports.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Bottom of the fifth inning, 3-1 LaSalle here at Juniper Valley Park. Cathedral with 2-3-4 due up in the order. Joe Brown will lead it off against Yasir Calderon, who has just given up the 1 run and has not allowed a hit yet. But his defense has made 3 errors. Struck out 8 so far. Walks and errors have been the issue for LaSalle, and if you speak to Chris Washington, he'll say that that's been the Achilles heel for LaSalle this year. It's the 1-0. 2-0.
Hey, you're not picking up the 20. You got to pick up the 20 every single time. Use your mechanics to get you through.
Brown will walk at a strikeout in 2 ABs today. And there's a strike from Calderon. 2-1.
Mechanics.
Calderon, the rock and the fire. And that went off the plate. 3-1.
3-1. Mechanics.
Brown, a great two-way player for Cathedral. Big reason why they're in the position that they're in. It's it on the ground to first. Vassar takes it to the bag himself, as Calderon retires the first batter of the home half of the 5th inning. And that'll bring up Mike Franco with the bases empty.
That's gonna be push-up.
So Vassar getting over. And then touching the base. And here's Mike Franco hitless in 2 at-bats. And that hits him. Franco wears it, trots over to first, and Cathedral Prep with a 1-out base runner.
AJ! He's got turn 2. Watch it.
So here's Noah Caraballo. Reached on an error and struck out in 2 at-bats. Although his last strikeout was an adventure, as he struck out swinging, but Brandon Santos, the catcher for LaSalle, lollipopped the throw over to first. That allowed Caraballo to reach base. I think Caraballo was retired the next pitch, as he socks that one out to deep left field. That's going to get over the head of Brandon Osceola and roll all the way to the wall. Mike Brown's on his horse. Osceola picks it up. They're going to send home Franco. There will be no relay throw. It's an RBI double for Noah Caraballo. And that cuts the lead down to 3-2. Good piece of hitting by Noah Caraballo. That's the first hit of the day for Cathedral Prep. Well, let's take another look. Good swing by Caraballo, who was on his horse. And with Osceola playing in, Caraballo hit a rope over his head, and that allowed Franco to score to make it 3-2, as that brings up Christian Anderson. And now Chris Washington trying to get on the same page with the rest of his infield. First solid contact against Calderon, as Cathedral Prep, for the 2nd straight year, trailing by 2 on Senior Day. And here's Christian Anderson. Grounded into a fielder's choices last time up as the throw over to second, and Caraballo gets back safely. Anderson hit it on the ground to short, and then Carrick Tejada threw it away. It was then picked up by Henry Vassar, who then threw home with the runner trying to score. It was cut off by Calderon, and then they got the runner as the runner goes to third, and Calderon steals third unabated. And now the tying run 90 feet away with one out. And the pitch on the out half for a strike. And so the count 1-1 to Christian Anderson. Pitch low.
Yes, mechanics over speed now. Deep breath, get your mind right. Come on, two, none better.
Calderon the low set, 2-1. Off the plate, 3-1. And you see the defensive alignment. And Vassar way off the line at first. Pitch. Inside, it hit him. And so that'll put runners on the corners with one out. Washington's going to go out, and that's probably going to do it for Calderon. As Cathedral finally able to break through against Calderon. And we'll just wait for the sign from Washington, and that's it for Calderon. He's going to bring in Brandon Osceola and a whole slew of changes. Cathedral Prep threatening. We'll take a break and get you all the changes when we come back.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Nestled in the heart of Islip, Bayberry is a 5,000 square foot American bistro that embodies the spirit of its seaside locale. Come enjoy the outdoor patio space, 40-seat bar, and menu from executive chef William Muzzio. Use the code LI Sports to receive 10% off your next meal. For more than 40 years, the Post Office Cafe has been a Long Island favorite, known for its juicy burgers, signature cocktails, and welcoming staff. The Post Office is sure to deliver every time. Use the code LI Sports to receive 10% off your next meal. New pitcher on for LaSalle as Cathedral's threatening with runners on the corners and one out, and that new pitcher is Brandon Osceola. Was a good two-way player for LaSalle, and now thrown into a hot spot. A transfer student. Middle infield in double play depth. Runner goes from first, and the first pitch called strike, and they're going to let Anderson take second base without a throw. Interesting that Osceola didn't even throw over to first. They got rid of the third to first move a long time ago as the pitch in there for a strike. Nick Leone, the batter, takes high. Outfield playing in as well as Yasser Calderon goes to play left field. This one popped right side. It's dead in at first. Vassar fires home the tag in time. Santos applies it on Caraballo for the second out. Nice play by Vassar. Santos blocking the plate. Got the tag, and let's see. There's a jam shot that Vassar might have thought that he had enough to get the run to score. And let's see from behind the plate. Vassar doing a good job to cut down Caraballo at the dish. Let's see right here. Could go either way, but of course, umpires don't have the benefit of replay here. They have to make that call right away. First pitch strike to Danny Johnson. Count 0-1. Johnson hitless in 2 at-bats, couple of strikeouts. There's a fastball high, and they allow Leone to go to second. So now runners on the corners, now runners on second and third again. Pitch, foul tipped into the glove of Santos. One ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch, low. Skips off the glove of Santos, but not too far away.
That's 14 push-ups. Smother that thing. Brandon, slow down, baby. Slow down, you're killing them. Take your time, deep breaths now.
Osceola coming in relief and trying to put out the fire. He's ahead in the count 1-2. Pitch on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Osceola walks the tightrope and gets out unscathed.
Athletes tell their story every time they step on the field. So why not enjoy the storybooks of American fare and endless cocktails at Library Cafe, where every visit is a new chapter. Visit Library Cafe in Farmingdale from now until June 15th and receive 10% off your next meal when you mention LI Sports.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Henry Vassar leads off the top half of the 6th inning and takes a strike from Joe Brown. Count 0-1. Vassar doing a good job of cutting down Noah Caraballo at the plate last inning. Keep LaSalle in front 3-2 as he socks this one at deep left center field. Ranging back is Leone, still going back on the track. He gets over his head and one hops the wall. Vassar's on his horse as the throw goes into second and Vassar is standing with a 2-bagger. Nice piece of hitting by Vassar. And with Leone playing in, had a long way to run. Ball was in the air for a long time, but not able to track it down. And LaSalle could use a little insurance as Anthony Jimenez steps up to the plate. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1. baseman Franco playing in, expecting the bunt as Brown steps off.
No injury. No injury.
Not bunting. Takes a strike. 1-1. Missed sign there by Jimenez. 1-1 shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike. And the count 1-2. And so now Chris Washington calls time. And that's just a breather for Jimenez. Get out, try and get his mind right.
When I say two, you say three. Two, three.
And push across. A potential fourth run for LaSalle. Set, fastball on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 8 for Joe Brown.
That shit is not even hittable. It's low and open. Do it again, Franklin.
So here's Brandon Osceola. Opportunity to help his cause. Singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. In the dirt, skips off the glove of Caraballo. He can't locate it, and that allows Vasseur to go to third. And Cathedral's going to have to bring their infield in. So set from Brown, the pitch, swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him. Pitch. That's downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike.
He's on demon time. I see it. Let's go now, 7.
Brown looking for the strikeout here. And the pitch. Off the plate. 3-1. Brandon Santos, the LaSalle captain, looms on deck. And the 3-1. Foul tipped into the glove of Caraballo. The count is full. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Put a little extra mustard on that one. 9 strikeouts for Brown. 2 down for Brandon Santos. Santos a strikeout and a walk in 2 at-bats against Brown. Vasseur the runner at third, and the first pitch is a fastball on the outside edge, 0-1. Not a deep backstop here at Juniper. But Vasseur alert as he watches Santos swing through an 0-1 fastball. And so the count 0-2. Will be the bottom of the order for Cathedral in the last half of the 6th inning. Hoping to keep it a 3-2 game.
Let's go, Brandon. Ready for CB. Ready for CB.
Low set and the pitch. That's lined into the glove of Brown. Side retired. Joe Brown flashing the leather. And he gets Cathedral Prep through. One more look. Sometimes you just got to get it done yourself. And Brown says, look what I have. A scoreless frame. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th.
Experience. Trusted. proven excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production, the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Finnegan's Restaurant and Tap Room is where Huntington Village has been meeting, mingling, and making memories since 1912. Make your next memory at Finnegan's from now until June 15th and receive 10% off your next meal when you mention LI Sports.
Bottom of the sixth inning, Crusaders looking to rally, as it'll be Akil Dobson, Arrow Plaza, and Adrian Caban. 8-9-1 due up against Brandon Osceola, who came on in relief last inning and shut the door. A 3-2 lead for LaSalle as Dobson takes high for ball one.
Yes, sir!
Dobson, one of 8 strikeouts by LaSalle starting pitcher Yasser Calderon, who went the first 4 1/3. Gave up only 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 of them earned as Dobson rolls it foul. 4 walks for Calderon and 8 strikeouts.
Make the play!
Here's the 0-1. That's low. And the count, a ball and a strike. Osceola likes to work quickly, short arms it. This one's popped up, right back to the mound. Osceola's there and makes the play for the first outs. Helps when you got both of your pitchers are outfielders, so they're not afraid to make the play.
You knew AJ wasn't going to take that. You were nowhere near that. Yeah, that's right.
And so here's Arrow Plaza. Walked his last time up, and his only time up. Came on as a pinch hitter for Ryan Gallagher back in the 4th inning. And watches low for ball one. Not a deep pitching staff for either one of these teams, and Osceola trying to throw a scoreless frame. And a fastball high, 2-0.
Brandon, take your time, 7.
Osceola out of the windup, and a chopped foul, third base side. And so the count, 2-1.
2-1. Yep, I got it. Hey, scoop step throw on the infield. Scoop step throw.
2-1. Wave and a miss. Got him to chase the outside fastball. And that's the count even at 2-2.
Osceola, deep breaths now. Get your mind right, deep breaths.
Osceola with a big-time strikeout against Johnson his last time up to end the 5th inning, and now trying to do the same against Plaza, who pops it foul. Out of the windup, Osceola deals. And fouled off again.
good call. Good call.
And so the at-bat continues for Plaza. Ball hit him in the box.
Go out there and talk to him. Yo, go out there and talk to him for a second. Run,
So off the side of his foot. Santos going out there, take the temperature of Osceola, giving a little time to Plaza at the plate.
Brandon, get your mind right. Breathe, breathe. Get your mind right, Brandon.
Two on the way. That one hit in the air, down the left field line, hooking. It is a foul ball.
Yo, yo.
Just foul down the line. Let's take another look. Might be a tough angle, but from where we're seated here,
Were you standing out there?
it was a foul ball.
Right there.
They don't have a white line in the outfield. Although with the renovations coming in the next few years, perhaps that's something they'll put down in the corners.
You're the fastest guy out to catch it.
2-2.
Out, heads up, heads up. Watch it, you gotta make the play. Hey, keep working. Hey, win it now, win it, win it. Deep breath, baby, deep breath.
Comes the 2-2. Upstairs. And so good at bat by Plaza.
Hey, take your time, take your time.
Osceola the pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. And so the tying run is aboard and back to the top of the order for the Crusaders.
Hey, let's make sure one here.
So here's Adrian Caban, 0 for 3 today, and ahead in the count 1-0.
Relax now, Brandon, relax now. Go, Adrian. Hey, take your time, 7.
Close set the pitch. Fastball in for a strike. And so the count 1-1 to Caban, who just has to put the ball in play. In the dirt, backhanded by Santos, and keeps it alive.
Come in, Joe. Catch it. Right there. 2-1.
Osceola peek and then fires in the dirt. Santos keeps it in front of him, but the count is 3-1. Cathedral Prep trying to keep the line moving and get to the heart of the order and try and rally here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1. Fouled off.
Brandon. Hey, follow through now, okay? Follow through, pick up the 20. Come on, Brandon.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Caban. The pitch sets high, ball 4. So Washington's going to call time. And we'll see if he keeps Osceola in as well, especially with the number 2 hitter, Joe Brown, stepping up to the plate. And so that's going to be it for Osceola, and a new pitcher coming in for LaSalle. We'll take a break. Cathedral Prep threatening.
Athletes tell their story every time they step on the field. So why not enjoy the storybooks of American fare and endless cocktails at Library Cafe? where every visit is a new chapter. Visit Library Cafe in Farmingdale from now until June 15th and receive 10% off your next meal when you mention LI Sports.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Athletes tell their story every time they step on the field, so why not enjoy the storybooks of American fare and endless cocktails at Library Cafe, where every visit is a new chapter. Visit Library Cafe in Farmingdale from now until June 15th.
New pitcher for LaSalle is their shortstop, Carrick Tejada, who throws the first pitch off the glove of Santos, and that's going to allow both runners to move up 90 feet. Plaza to third, Adrian Caban up to second, and a 1-0 count to Joe Brown. And LaSalle, with only one out, brings the infield in. Another windup from Tejada. Brown taps it foul. That's at the count 1-1. The other changes are Anthony Gonzalez moves from third to shortstop, and then Brandon Osceola, the last pitcher, goes over to third base. And so Brown, after shaking it off and talking to Coach Caban over at first, steps back into the box with a 1-1 count. Brown a walk in 3 at-bats. Chops it on the ground, and diving stop by Gonzalez, but he has no play, and the game is tied. Cathedral Prep has tied the game. Brown put it in play. Nice stab by Gonzalez, but he had no play. And we're tied at 3. We'll take another look.
Carrick, spin move. Yo, AJ, step off, Carrick, step off.
So good job
AJ!
by Brown to put the ball in play. As we're tied at 3, and that'll bring up Mike Franco.
It's first and second. He's going. Spin move. Going!
Runner goes from second, and the pitch popped foul off to the right side.
Yo, he's taking a huge lead. It's the glove flash. AJ! Look at this! Keep him closer! Let's go, 2. Come on, Mike. Spin move.
Throw over to second, and Caban gets back safely.
He's going. You know he's going. Yeah, so you gotta move.
Cathedral Prep. See if they put Caban in motion at second base. He's going, and that's lined into right field. It's down for a base hit. Solano picks it up. He's coming up throwing. The throw is cut off as the run scores, and then the throw goes to third as Brown's in a rundown. The throw to second. Brown gets tagged out, but it's an RBI single for Mike Franco. Cathedral Prep goes in front 4-3 on the single as Brown is erased from the base paths at second base. Good piece of hitting by Franco to go the other way and jump all over it And on the hit and run, Caban able to score, and the Crusaders in front.
Hey, Jay. Good throw, Lee.
So that'll bring up Noah Caraballo, an RBI double in his last at-bat. Runner goes from first, and that pitch is behind Caraballo, as that allows Franco to go to second. Cathedral Prep continuing to apply the pressure. We mentioned the magnitude of this game. The winner of this game will lock up the number 2 seed in the A division.
Pick up the 20 now.
There's Noah Caraballo looking to give Cathedral Prep a little insurance. 1-0. That's low, 2-0.
Yo, Jimenez, back up the throw from the pitcher, from the catcher.
Pitch in the dirt. Santos keeps it in front.
Carry.
Runs at the count 3-0 to Caraballo. Let's see if he even gets a strike here. Could set up the force play and bring up Christian Anderson. So you choose, but fastball in there for a strike. It's 3-1.
How many outs?
Here's the pitch. That's low. Ball 4. Ball gets away. Santos can't locate it, and that allows Franco to go to third. So Cathedral Prep takes advantage of the walk as Franco goes over to third. Caraballo's on at first, and that'll bring up Christian Anderson. And so here's Christian Anderson. He was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Also worked a walk. And out of the windup, the runner goes from first. They give Caraballo second. And the pitch is high for ball 1.
Now second and third.
And a fastball misses off the plate. As Tejada having a tough time finding the strike zone.
How many outs? Come on, pick up. Noise, Ben. Come on now, guys. Come on.
Fastball high, 3-0. And the wind up to 3-0, low, ball 4. So back-to-back walks, third walk of the, second walk by Tejada, fourth walk of the inning. And the bases are juiced for Nick Leone.
Here we go, Kurt. Easiest way, infield.
Just put fastball in there for a strike. Nothing at 1. Leone reached on an error back in the fourth. Hitless on the day, 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a fielder's choice that he reached on. Pitch inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Count 1-2. Salle have the top of the order in the top of the 7th inning, so Cathedral Prep wants to get some insurance here. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the pitch. In the dirt. Santos keeps it in front of him. Count 2-2.
Nice and easy, Curry. Mechanics, Curry. Mechanics.
2-2 coming. Curveball in the dirt, skips far away from the plate, but no advancement from Franco.
Derek, relax, relax. Hey, mechanics, pick up the 20.
So a 3-2 count with 2 outs and time called at the plate. 2 runs home in the inning for Cathedral Prep, and Danny Johnson's spot would be next. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball, and the inning is over. But Cathedral Prep puts 2 runs across and are 3 outs away from locking up the 2 seed when we come back.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
For more than 40 years, the Post Office Cafe has been a Long Island favorite, known for its juicy burgers, signature cocktails, and welcoming staff. The Post Office is sure to deliver every time. Use the code LI Sports to receive 10% off your next meal. Top of the 7th inning, Cathedral Prep with a 4-3 lead. They were able to scratch 2 runs across in the home half of the 6th inning. Joe Brown's got his work cut out for him. He's got the top of the order, Alan Gutierrez, Yasser Calderon, and Carrick Tejada due up. And we mentioned the magnitude of this game. The winner of this game will be the 2 seed in the CHSAA playoffs and win the rubber match. After LaSalle won the first game 3-0, and then Cathedral Prep able to come back for an 8-5 victory in Game 2. Alan Gutierrez steps up to the plate to begin the 7th inning. He's 0 for 3, reached on an error way back in the 4th inning. And the first pitch is high for ball 1. The line in the fire, and a fastball low, and the count 2-0. Brown has had his back against the wall a few times today, including last inning when he gave up a leadoff double, but retired the next 3 batters and gets a strike after the foul tip. Got Brandon Santos to line out back to the mound last inning. And a big reason why Cathedral Prep put itself in a position. Scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Take it the other way, kid. Come on.
2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3rd time today that Brown gets Gutierrez. That's his 10th strikeout of the day, and there's 1 away to begin the 7th. So that'll bring up Yasser Calderon. 1 for 3 on the day and takes a huge cut for strike 1. Calderon manufactured a run back in the third inning. He reached on an infield single, stole second base, and came around to score on the RBI single by Carrick Tejada. But behind in the count, 0-2. 0-2 coming. That one's socked in the air out to center field. Leone is there, makes the catch, and 2 away. It was a walk-off victory for the Crusaders last year on Senior Day. And now 1 strike away. One out away from back-to-back Senior Day victories. And Carrick Tejada, who's 2 for 3 on the day, the last opportunity for LaSalle, and rips the first pitch foul. 0-1. And Brown will step off and get a new dose of signs. Here's the 0-1. That's low. From the line, the kick and deliver. And a fastball inside. Count 1-1 to Tejada. Anthony Gonzalez would be next. As Tejada hits it on the ground to short. Caban on the backhand. Long throw to first, not in time. And Tejada picks up his 3rd hit of the day. He represents the tying run, and that'll bring up Anthony Gonzalez. Well, good job by Tejada to hit it in the hole, and with his speed, able to leg it out. As this brings up the future Mount St. Vincent Dolphin, Anthony Gonzalez, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch today. And a fastball high, 1-0. Out of the stretch, runner goes, pitch in the dirt. Caraballo's throw, offline, skips away. As Caban tracks it down, no advancement from Tejada. Don't want to run yourself out of the inning or the game at this point. And Dave Felonius will call a timeout and just talk to Brown and Caraballo, his battery. Sometimes you just need a heart-to-heart, and Felonius knows the temperature of his team, and they're just trying to get the final out. And they're going to walk Gonzalez. And that's a smart move there. Make Jose Cerda get back over there, and of course, now a big juncture in the game. 2 outs, and Jose Cerda looking to keep it alive for LaSalle right here on the TD Sports Network. Cerda hitless in 3 at-bats. And swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Cerda struck out swinging in his last at-bat. Fly out to center and a pop out to the first baseman, McCarthy. Tejada the runner at second, Gonzalez over at first. Runners go, and that pitch is jammed foul. And LaSalle down to its final strike. Good crowd on hand here for Senior Day. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch, runners go, swing and a miss, or check that, fouled at the plate. Foul tipped off the glove of Caraballo. And Serta stays alive. He just got a piece of that. Two balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Curveball in there, got him looking. Cathedral Prep, the senior day victory as they win it 4-3. Joe Brown goes the distance as Cathedral locks in the 2 seed, going to the playoffs with a victory over LaSalle. They rally for 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning and take 2 of 3 from LaSalle to close out their 2025 campaign on a high note and a victory. So big win for the Crusaders, and we'll see if these two meet again in the playoffs. A double elimination tournament coming up in just a few weeks. So that'll do it for our entire crew. This is John Perez saying so long from Juniper Valley Park. This has been a presentation of CHSAA Baseball on the TND Sports.